Here comes Bridges. Brunson and Pritchard. Shot clock down to 7. Brunson inside and at the line will put it up and find it. 8-2 run and a 1-point game at the Garden.
This is what we used to see a year ago in the playoffs from Brunson. Whenever the Knicks needed a bucket, they put him in that mid-post area.
Brunson with 22. 31 for Towns, the top 2 scorers for the Knicks. Here comes White. Under 2 to go. Tatum with 26. On top White. It's a 3. Rebound by Anthony Towns. 13 for him.
You gotta assume this is going to be Brunson in this higher skittering role. See if he can take the advantage of whoever's guarding him.
I'm great, Malachi. What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Oh! Hope you guys are having a great day. Today we have the Suns playing the Warriors on TNT in Phoenix. But first, we got to finish up this game between the Celtics and the Knicks. A very close game, 103 to 102, with just a little over a minute left in the fourth quarter.
The adjustment, here's the offensive rebound.
This game is in Madison Square Garden in New York, New York.
Of putting OG on Tatum. Remember those 3 buckets in a row he had on Bridges? He has not even sniffed the ball with OG guarding him. Nice adjustment by Coach Thibodeau and the Knicks.
Now the Celtics are going to go with both Kornet and Porzingis in. Pritchard is left.
Big possession here.
A minute to go.
Bring in Kornet to stop the offensive rebound in here.
Here comes Brunson. Kornet will be on the New York guard. Here's Bridges open from the line. Put it in. And New York leads by 3.
Well, if you're going to trap that high up, nice job by Bridges. He's one of the best 2-point shooters in our game.
12-2 run by New York. It's Tatum digging his way. Karl Anthony Towns in the way. Tatum, 3. Deflected. Foul called. Towns.
There's Thibodeau. They're going to take a look at this. Did Karl Anthony Towns get Tatum on the wrist or forearm?
He was shooting a 3.
He was caught in.
Well, his foot may have been on the line.
Oh, right there, yeah. That's a foul. But was his foot on the line?
Watch his right foot.
He's in bounds. He's good. There's the contact.
They'll be at the stripe.
3 free throws to tie it. And on top of that, a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Celtics.
His foot was above the line. Tatum at the line tonight, a perfect 5 of 5.
Knicks with 2 timeouts here left with a shade under 36 seconds left.
Brunson out. Robinson has come in for the Knicks. Tatum to tie. No! Bridges has it.
Wow.
Half minute to go in regulation. It's Bridges weaving through traffic. Timeout. New York will take it up by 1. 27.4 to go in regulation on TNT.
It's showtime.
Welcome to the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament.
Check to punch your ticket to the playoffs. Earn your spot on the main stage.
To prove you've got what it takes, you've got to take somebody's place.
Every game, every play, every moment matters. Once you're in, anything is possible. All you gotta do is win to get in.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words? Just one. It's a long one. Dermatology. psychologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something.
That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
And coming up next, it'll be the Warriors in Phoenix against the Sun. Golden State, right now, along with a lot of other teams in the West, trying to get in the top 6 and avoid the play-in.
There's so much volatility out west. These last 4 games are going to be amazing in terms of standings for the playoffs.
Both these teams have good records in close games, 3 points or less. Boston 7-3. Knicks an NBA best 7-2 in close games.
Knicks' best offense here. Get the ball to Brunson. I love when he's in that mid-post area. Now you're going to have a taller defender and probably the best shot-blocking guard in Derek White guarding him.
Bridges will get it. It's off to Brunson, and he'll take it, and our shot clock is down to 11. White is on Brunson. Hart will set a screen. Brunson will try to orchestrate. With the 1-point lead, Brunson will drive. Coming Hart. Got to go. What a pass by Brunson. What a finish by Hart. 3-point lead. 11.9. Here comes Boston. Here come the Celtics. It's Tatum on top. Tatum jab stepping. A 3 for the top.
Oh! Tatum!
2.9.
Well, Jason Tatum, he missed the free throw moments ago to tie this ball game up, but hits a dagger 3 step back versus OG to tie this ball game up.
TaxAct wants to remind you taxes are due soon. But hey, once you're done, you don't have to think about taxes ever again. Until next year. And every year after that for the rest of your life. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
I didn't love doing the toilet one.
Yes, you did. In fact, Clorox proved that you felt 61% better about cleaning than getting a massage.
That's a good percentage more.
Rethink what makes you feel good.
This epic NBA regular season is coming down to the wire, and with the playoffs approaching, the action has never been better. This is jaw-dropping drama and red-hot intensity, where every
This game might be going to overtime.
Every team's playoff hope.
Go Suns, damn right, Daniel.
So tune in for a courtside seat to see your favorite players going all in. Witness how this incredible season plays out.
But yes, this is my final Sun stream of the year.
Next on TNT.
Because they play tomorrow, I believe. So we'll be live for Thursday. They don't play Friday. I won't be able to be live for that game. I think they play Friday. And then, yeah, they do. And then Sunday, I won't be able to be live.
Back 3 to tie it up.
Tatum has 12 of Boston's last 16 points. Bridges will inbound, tied at 107. 2.9 to go. Bridges will look, and he'll find Hart. He'll make a move, a 3 for the lead.
That's going to go to overtime. So what's going to happen here? Is the Suns game going to just start? Or?
And the Knicks, who have 6 overtime wins this season.
Better not.
One off the all-time Knick record.
You better wait to start the Suns game.
Boston is 3-2 this season in the extra period. We step aside. Overtime on deck.
It's how you do it.
I think they're going to wait to start the game. Pretty sure that's what I just saw.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And that goes for anything. You understand?
Find the things you love.
It's how you do it.
Welcome to your Walmart. Next time you stop at a BP or Amoco, use the all-new Earnify app to earn points and get rewards.
Jay, want anything from inside?
Points. Let's see who really gets the points.
Points at the pump?
Every time. Buy one, get one? Points. Nice.
Hey, what?
Points.
Get the new Earnify app from BP and Amoco and start earning and redeeming rewards at the pump and in-store today.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words? Just one. So long, dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Look out! That's Batman! Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something.
That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
The 2025 SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament.
Let's get to it.
Is you ready? Yeah! Okay! The final playoff spots are on the line.
One more!
Win to get in.
Welcome to the play-in tournament. It is a battle royale.
A spectacular shot!
SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament begins April 15th on TNT, True TV, and Stream on Max.
Reggie, we're tied at 107 at the end of regulation. The Knicks are plus 26 points in the paint. The Celtics are plus 24 points from three, and we're tied.
Goodbye, Phoenix Suns. Yep.
Overtime upon us.
There's your difference right there.
This will be the final game now. The Celtics and Knicks are in overtime, so we're going to have to wait for that game to finish before this game can start. So I think they're saying
they're shoot the three ball.
Shooting for 10-15, but it could be
of 46.
a bit later than that.
Knicks are whole for just the fifth game this season. And 0-8 against the top three teams in the league, OKC, Cleveland, and the Celtics. So looking for their first win this season against Boston and trying to break that 0-8 mark against the best of the NBA. Feeling good now that they are whole, that they can be in that conversation, or at least make the attempt. And here comes Bridges watching Tatum. Shot clock is down to 5, and Tatum the shot for 2. Hart with the rebound. He's got 11.
But yeah, we did have some good moments this season. You know, it wasn't all bad. It was just a lot bad.
Overtime period. No Porzingis.
Just mostly bad.
Jaylen Brown for the Celtics.
There's a turnover by New York and picked up by Hauser.
Hi, Braden. You're Malachi. Let's not. You know what? I'm banning you because you're Malachi.
Tatum's got 31. Holiday will drive and take it inside and kick. White, 3 for the Celtics. Rebound. Towns touched, held, fouled. Cornette will pick it up.
It's going to be number 4 on Cornette.
There's a look at Jaylen Brown. Just 22 minutes tonight and 2 of 8. Reg, he just didn't look himself. The eye test showed that, if nothing else.
It's going to be something going forward.
How are y'all doing tonight?
Celtics Nation is going to be the health of Jaylen Brown. Again, he's not going to be 100% going in these playoffs.
Good game for Brunson tonight. 22 points, 8 of 17, 4 threes.
34 minutes, right?
And 9 assists. Yes, he's doing it all. Checking all the boxes. A Hart screen. Behind the back, Brunson off to Hart. Shot clock at 3. Hart will have it long. 3. No. Ricochet saved by Anunoby. It's loose. Here comes Cornette. The strides. White on the side. Down goes Cornette. And shoved that way by the defense of Josh Hart with a whistle and a conversation among the officials.
What's the worst country to live on?
Wow, they're going to say side out. That's going to be a take foul, or that's got to be 2.
I've heard Bangladesh is pretty bad.
I am shocked at this.
I'd also say, I mean, I don't want to shit on other people's country, but Turkey sounds like it's a pretty rough live. North Korea sounds like a pretty a rough time.
They were talking about assignments. Tatum got
I'd say probably North Korea, but
found Hauser.
I don't know. Maybe I had a theory about North Korea. Maybe they pretend that it's bad, just so nobody wants to go there, but it's actually just like a paradise, and everyone just loves life, and it's like super fun and awesome.
White has got 4 threes tonight, and Brunson will defend.
Boy, OG is just racked all around Tatum.
White got 4.
Azerbaijan sounds pretty bad.
He'll retrieve it on the baseline. Back outside Hauser. New shot clock with which to work for Boston. Tatum the spin. And the drive splits the knee. Fouled as he took it inside.
Look at the Knicks here. Everyone's communicating about who should we guard. Hauser's like, well, no one's going to guard me. Tatum finds him. Easy deuce here to get the first points of this overtime.
Foul goes on Towns. Carl Anthony picks up his third. Here is Tatum at the free throw line. Lays 5 of 6 tonight for the C's.
Another missed free throw here by Tatum, who's usually reliable at the line.
Celtics with the best road record in the NBA. Recent 6-0 road trip. Best in franchise history. First road game in April tonight, and it's here in the Garden against the Knicks, a team they may see
I think
in the second round of the playoffs if everything plays out.
I think the network people are trying to rush this overtime period.
The third spot in the Eastern Conference. Boston solidified at number 2. 2.5 to go in this overtime. Anunoby, 3, no. Rebound, Towns held, fouled inside.
Tall order for Holiday to try to keep.
Yeah, what did I don't even know what the fuck I was on January 17th.
Reggie, let's backpedal
Dude,
just a
like,
second.
what was I doing on January
The
17th?
importance that you thought coming
It was a
in for the
Friday.
Knicks to show or win against Boston.
Did the
a team
Suns play that night?
Not fared well against, and a possible team they could meet down the road.
You know, our game is so mental, right? And when a team has pretty much owned you over the last 2 seasons,
The Suns didn't play that night.
Win, especially
I was probably honestly just working. I don't know, Malachi. I don't know what you're looking for.
So yes, this game
I took your lunch?
is much more
Who's he?
important for New York.
I don't like
Because
these
again,
fucking
you mentioned
accusations,
They may
Malachi.
see one another in a few
Oh.
weeks once the playoffs begin. And you want to see
The game
yourself,
has started
okay, we
over
know
on
we can
NBA
beat them,
TV.
And this is how we did it.
They have weathered the 15 games that Brunson missed. They went 9
Oh, come on. I wish you, like, gave us a warning that was going to happen instead of just doing it. Fine. Alright, so Warriors take the lead.
And now he has. Warriors have won 5 of 6.
Alright, I don't like that they just did that. Like, maybe give us a warning before you do that.
And Butler has made an incredible impact on this team. GA, we'll talk about all the reasons he's changed this team, but I don't think anybody saw this coming from the Warriors if you go back a couple of months.
Who the fuck is
The
Jasper?
Warriors saw it. They did, and in reality, you know, he's really the perfect fit because this is a high IQ basketball team, and he is that. If you think about their trio, and Steve Kerr talked about it, that trio of Curry, Green, and Butler, they have the highest collective basketball skill in the league.
This is an area that has greatly improved, as GA mentioned, the free throws. Jimmy Butler is a free throw machine, draws fouls, gets to the line. It's also part of the reason that the Warriors have been able to close games now. They were riding about 500 in clutch games throughout the year. It's been a totally different story the way they finish games these days.
Yeah, they have so many more quality possessions, especially in the heat of the moment, right? That they understand what they're trying to accomplish. They read and react as well as anybody in the game right now collectively.
Buck. There you go, Buck. Ooh, what the fuck, Draymond?
And the Suns are on the board behind their all-time leading scorer, Devin Booker, who went for 40 against the Knicks on Sunday. 40 points in 40 minutes in a losing cause. Draymond Green fouled on his way in. And back to the free throw line goes.
So the game is starting over on NBA TV.
Great job getting that 2-foot stop, fake, able to get to the rim.
And then it'll switch over
Warriors do
to
not
TNT,
possess with their
assumably
stars
after
around
the game. But I don't like that. They should have just waited, or at least told us that it was going to start on NBA TV. I don't like that they did that at all.
First to 2 at the line. And a reminder that the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Kia Telluride X-Line. Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. February 6th was the Jimmy Butler trade. Golden State lost that night to the Lakers. They were a game under 500. They were tied for 10th with the Kings at 6.
Jaden Malachi, did you tell anyone January 17th?
Since then,
Oh, there you go.
1-6 record.
Bradley Beal.
Sticks the landing on a 3. Right back on the Warriors. Moody in the corner. That's his spot over there. One and done for Golden State. Richards with the rebound. Bradley Beal once again. Quick release. And Curry up ahead to Green. Green looking for help. Curry, nice pass. Moody. And threw that one right into the hands of Ryan Dunn. Turnover, Golden State. Draymond Green picks up Devin Booker. That'll be a matchup to watch. There's a mismatch down below with Richards and Pajinski. Booker against Curry. Runs into the double team. 2 to shoot.
Royce.
O'Neal knocks down a 3.
Oh, he did get it. It didn't look like he got it from my angle.
But even that last possession, you can see some of the issues for him. You get a live ball turnover. Moody's able to knock down that corner 3. And yet, because of the construction of this roster, they're not able to get out and attack. They can't play quite as fast as you would like to take advantage of those live balls.
KD is out,
Really been the story with Phoenix.
so he won't be. We might have honestly been we've probably had the final stream where KD is his son.
Sold a lot of tickets here. It's a great fan base supporting this team. Got off to a good start, but
It was fun while it lasted. I knew it wasn't going to last forever.
The holes in their roster to support their 3 stars, especially as they dealt with injuries with each of those guys at some point.
Yeah, and as phenomenal a talent as Bradley Beal is, trying to integrate because he and Booker in a lot of ways have played the same position and feature a similar skill set. And so you don't get that natural complement. You know, if you look at what the Warriors' 3 best players, like they all complement one another because they bring different skill sets to the table. And you don't necessarily have that. And so that even magnifies some of the other issues Phoenix has in terms of their roster.
Kevin Durant missing his 4th game with the ankle injury. Late clock here, ball's loose. Beal's got to put up a long one. Does draw iron, but that'll be Golden State ball. Phoenix comes in with a record of 35-43. They had won 4 in a row, and then they dropped 5 in a row. They were actually inside the play-in just a couple of weeks ago, but a rough road trip. And 5 straight losses has them on the outside looking in.
And Steph makes the 3.
And able to bury the 3.
How about the 2-man action there? Just a breakdown mentally there by Phoenix. They left 2 on the ball, and Steph Curry able to get a
Book.
triple.
Ah, that was in and out. Fucking come on.
Curry just 3 points against Houston on Sunday. He has been on a great scoring run for Golden State. That was a shocking stat line. And if you watch that game, Curry made that shot at the end of the first half, didn't score in the second half.
Yeah, you can see here just the miscommunication, 2 on the ball, and that is a recipe for disaster if you're Phoenix with Steph Curry involved.
Curry was just 1 for 10 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3-point range.
Curry made the first free throw.
Curry with a 1-shot technical.
That was a 1-shot technical foul.
Colin Gillespie will enter for Phoenix. And Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler.
You know, it's interesting you think about that Curry game. He had been so brilliant that stretch prior to that Houston game. And credit the Rockets, who are a terrific defensive team. And part of the issue as you get older is it's not that your ceilings aren't as high as Kuminga able to get the deuce there. It's that your floor is lower. And you know, 5 years ago, you wouldn't see Steph Curry go 1 of 10 in the game.
Curry's numbers, he went for 52, 37, 36, and 3. It doesn't make sense. He did pass Reggie Miller on the all-time scoring list, however.
Look.
Late clock once again. Beal's got it.
Beal. There you go.
Scores that little runner.
That was really good patience.
You watched the Mets game earlier?
The Suns having to work really hard in the half court to create looks.
Stops a 9-0 Warriors run, and Stephen Curry right back at it. There'll be no 3-point game here tonight for Stephen Curry. 12-2 run here for Golden State, and they lead it by 9. I think for Steve Kerr and the Warriors, You want to take every ounce of care out of the
timeout here. Gonna switch back over to.
Get it in. They get it to Holiday.
Oh, geez, that game's still not over.
Picks up the foul. Celtics by 3. Hart is gone. 6th foul right there. He is such a motor for him, too. And they'll bring in Miles McBride. Deuce McBride will come in.
Look, I know there's a lot.
It can be treated with once-weekly injections that take about 30 to 90 seconds.
Do not use Vyvgart Hytrulo if you have a serious allergy to any of its ingredients. Serious allergic reactions like trouble breathing and decrease in blood pressure leading to fainting, and allergic reactions such as rashes, swelling under the skin, shortness of breath, and hives have been reported. The most common side effects are respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions. It may increase the risk of infusion-related reactions and infection. Tell your doctor if you have a history of infections or symptoms of an infection.
I'm hitting fairways with the fellas.
I'm hitting the road with my number one. That's how we live vividly with Vyvgart Hytrulo.
Visit livevividly.com or talk to your neurologist.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Hello?
Hi, I'm Gemini.
Okay, can we talk about this photo I just took?
Sure, just add it and we'll talk.
Can you take a look at this giant hole?
That hole is easier to repair than it looks.
Gemini, I need help.
Okay, let's talk about how to get rid of that spider.
Run that back, Gemini.
Attach the braces to the support beams.
Attach what to what? Go back a step.
No problem. Let's go back to step 3.
We're only on step 3?
Mountains of flavor, those crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders, bring the flavor, Wingstop.
In case you didn't know, these young men are driven, quite remarkable, magnificent, and unmistakable. These are the prodigies, the savants, the ones we've been waiting for, and they are not asking for you to pass the baton. They are methodically planning the perfect moment to take it. The new generation of Toyota drivers are here, and they want you to know one thing: you can't stop mine.
We are into season 6. I thought this was the stupidest idea ever to do a podcast until I did it with you.
An inmate at the Calipatria State Prison.
How they getting podcasts in prison? Chuck, I got no idea. We're big in prison. Can you do an Australian accent? I'm better at the Boston thing. Can I get a bowl of the chowder? Is it just me?
They get a 3-point game. Here comes Holiday. Off to Pritchard. And...
Load and watch weekly.
Welcome back to PHX Arena. Now, since the Warriors have gotten Jimmy Butler, they have a 21-6 record. I talked to Steph Curry this morning and said, what did Jimmy bring to this team? And he said, look, it's just pieces that fit. The word that I'd use to describe Jimmy, he's a connector. He's composed at all times. He's helped me when I'm on the floor. He's helped everybody on our team because he makes everybody better. He said, we found lightning in a bottle.
One free throw
now
for
we just
Buck.
have to figure out how to sustain it. And
I
Jimmy
think
said
it's 2.
this week,
Made the
I've
first
always
one.
wanted to think that whatever squad I'm on, we always have a chance. So I know whatever squad Steph is on, they have a chance. Whatever squad Draymond is on, they have a chance. So I think with all 3 of us, we have a really good chance. And I think that belief, guys, has carried over, and especially with this small lineup. 14
And Buck made the second one.
With this small lineup.
Yeah, it is. It's been quite a story, and the way it ended in Miami, I mean, it was rough there for the Heat and for Jimmy Butler. You weren't sure how he was going to come out of it, but Steve Kerr made a point earlier that, you know, Mike Dunleavy played with Jimmy Butler. He kind of had an idea what this could be, and it has been everything and more that the Warriors thought it would. Curry on the steal. Suns turn it over. Buddy Hield trap, and Draymond Green, and then blocked by O'Neal.
Nice.
And we welcome you, PHX Arena in Phoenix. Brian Anderson with Greg Anthony and Lauren Jabara. Knicks and Celtics go to overtime here in Phoenix. The Warriors already up 10. They used a 9-0 run The Jimmy Butler effect is real. Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, and the Warriors, GA, they've won 5 of their last 6 games, and they believe they can beat anybody in the West right now, and they're trying to play their way inside the top 6.
And they should believe it with how they played. And defensively, they've been at a different level. And that had gone in. That wouldn't have been fair. That was Steph trying to draw a foul there.
Gillespie turns it over, and another Suns giveaway. It's going to be Warriors balls. Suns a different story. Phoenix, Greg, they've lost 5 in a row. Mike Budenholzer in his first year.
Suns are challenging this.
Call on the out of bounds. It has been a rough season for the Suns, a season to forget for them, but they are not mathematically eliminated just yet. Timeout on the floor for the challenge.
And that is a wrap for bonus coverage. If you want to keep watching the Warriors and Suns, of course you do. We're going to walk it back, flick an ear, and take it back to TNT. Here on NBA TV.
Some things are just wrong. You swore.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
There's a reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Yeah. Because it's dirt bike
gas stations.
You gotta start at the top and work your way down. You want me to do yours next? Oh, you're from Oklahoma.
They have to fill the silence.
The bathroom code's 9914.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Look at this hot rodder!
To be invested is to believe in better. From saving for today to building wealth for tomorrow, we make investing easy for people, small businesses, and anyone who's ever said, I think I can do better. Be invested in better with Betterment.
You can fit a lot of vacation into a weekend. Book your next weekend getaway with Bearbell.
Come gather round, people.
A Complete Unknown is one of the best films of the year.
Who wrote this?
He did. It's exhilarating.
Bobby, what do you want to be?
There it is. They don't want me to be.
Critics give it 5 stars.
We're getting a glimpse of a new future. I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
I want to hear it.
For the times they are a change.
A Complete Unknown, inspired by the true story of Bob Dylan.
Yes, a legend of a hunter who uses the methods of the animals craven.
Why do you hunt?
My father puts evil into the world. I take it out.
The hunter is on his way.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, Russell Crowe. Craven the Hunter, now on digital.
Welcome back to Phoenix, and it is deemed an unsuccessful challenge for Phoenix. I was a little surprised that they challenged that one. It was a pretty black and white call there, and the Warriors with possession.
Phoenix, no more challenges the rest of the game. Another turnover for Phoenix. And Curry working on Gillespie, a little floater, no good, but he gets his own putback. Curry always active, never gives up, and able to tip it in. Curry's got 9 points after scoring just 3
There you go, Oso.
against the Rockets on Sunday as Oso Ighodaro.
I miss the old Suns.
The rookie out of Marquette.
I miss the 2020, 2021, 2022 Suns. Hell, even the 2023 Suns, bro.
Curry being hounded by Gillespie. keeps the dribble, finds some open space, and a mid-range jumper is good.
If you're Gillespie, though, you'd almost rather he have the ball from a defensive standpoint and not have to deal with all the misdirection and the screens.
He does his best work when he's off the ball, right? Gillespie misses a three. Santos with the rebound. His first minutes on the floor, running with Looney. Warriors start small, but now their big lineup out there with Kuminga and Looney. And that one hits the backboard. Up ahead to Booker, coming off a 40-point game against the Knicks. At Madison Square Garden. Off the glass and good, and a 10-point deficit for Phoenix.
And how about that play by Booker? He really baited Kuminga, allowed him to have to go and relocate defensively before he attacked. Beautiful finish.
Suns have lost 6 straight games after they had won 4 in a row. Just came off a tough road trip with 4 games to go. Wow, Curry, he is on one.
That's even the point. That was a long 2.
Just one basket against the Rockets. It was a 3-pointer at the end of the first half, and that was it. 3 points on Sunday. It is a totally different story here tonight.
And it's demoralizing to guard this guy. Here you miss, you finally get a miss, and he gets his own defensive rebound. You defend it and howl him that whole possession. He just gets to his mid-range and knocks it down. And then again here, that's most guys would get pulled from the game for taking that shot. But Steph Curry off the wrong foot, going left shoulder with the fadeaway.
Curry's got 2 3-pointers already. He is 4 away from 300 again this year. It would be the 6th occasion that he has posted 300 threes in a season. 13 points tonight. Look at that run of games he had. 52 against Memphis, 37 and 36, and then just 3 against Houston. You figured Curry was going to come out firing tonight.
How about having a 4-game stretch where you score?
Book makes that free throw.
It's amazing. And you give Houston a lot of credit defensively, but the reality is at this level,
it's so depressing.
Nobody's stopping the
I should be having fun because it's the final Sun stream of the year.
Like that.
Podziemski lines up the 3 from the wing. He has been red hot. Brandon Podziemski buries a 3.
They should understand the assignment that it's the final Sun stream of the year. So, like, win.
50%
You know?
from 3-point range since he's come back from injury. This is his 10th game back. Devin Booker. They switch it. Now Looney's on him. Late clock. Suns have been late the clock quite often here in this first half. And
There you go.
Grayson Allen.
Grayson.
The shot clock and buries a 3.
Walk to the site for Phoenix. You're going to have Allen, Royce O'Neal, some of these guys knock down some triples here to take some of the pressure off of Booker and Beal.
Suns with their 3rd made 3. Warriors have already hit 6 threes and a nice little fadeaway by Jonathan Kuminga.
I really like the improvement he's made. Kind of settling in, competing at a higher level, I feel like defensively as well.
Kuminga missed 2 months. Missed 22 games in that stretch. Right ankle injury. It's his 14th game back. Yeah, it's going to be a defensive 3-second call. 1-shot technical here for the Suns.
All right, so the free throw for
Shoot it.
Suns here. There's a defensive 3-second violation.
Steve Kerr letting Tyler Ford know his opinion of that call. And Booker
And he
knocks
made it.
down. Shop NBAstore.com now for the best selection of NBA gear. Choose from jerseys, tees, hats, and more. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience. Suns come into play tonight 9 games under. They have not missed the playoffs since the 2020 season. Went to the NBA Finals, GA, in 2021, and it just has been a slow decline this year. Even after a good start, Mike Budenholzer, so much promise, an NBA champion as a head coach with the Bucks that beat the Suns.
It ain't Bud's fault
this year for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're again coming in with really high expectations, and you just think when you've got that kind of firepower with Booker and Durant, and then obviously Bradley Beal as well, and it just has not come together for this group. it's hard to win in this league, right? And even with great talent, unless you can check all the boxes.
It is the Warriors, yeah.
Work on a little maintenance there on the floor, a drink spill.
Let's check in with Lauren Jabara.
We got to clean up on aisle 9. No, but I talked to Devin Booker about it, and I said, look, even though you guys haven't had the best season, you're still in the mix right now. Like, you can still make the postseason. And he said, look, we just have to stick to it. When you walk past one of the security guards, and he said, keep your chin up. And Book said, yeah, what the security guard said. We just have to continue to keep our chin up. He said, I'll never take these opportunities for granted, though. Walking out here, seeing the fans, playing alongside my teammates, these moments never get old. So we're going to keep fighting until the end, these last 4 games.
I love Book, man. I love his...
And in the words of the great poet Chris
He is
Webber,
committed to this city. I
You gotta finish
never
this
see
season.
him leaving. I never see him
They
wearing
have
another
4
uniform.
games left. They
If he
have
does,
a
I think it's a
back-to-back.
Pistons uniform, but I
Warriors
don't think that
tonight.
ever
They got
happen.
Oklahoma City tomorrow. No Kevin Durant. He's missing his 4th game, GA, with that left ankle injury. Not sure whether he's going to be able to come back or not. Probably all depends on how these next 2 days go.
Yeah, tonight honestly may tell the story. If they can somehow get this win, that kind of changes the trajectory of just a little bit.
In the corner, Buddy Hield, no good. Looney battling for it, ends up in the hands of Booker, and he saves it to Grayson Allen. Off the foot of Looney, a turnover and a layup by Hield. So Looney gets stuck on Booker, forces the turnover though, and an easy bucket in transition.
And the ball did hit Looney's foot, but keep in mind, kick balls are when you intentionally kick the ball. That was not the
There you go,
case
Buck.
there. Booker able to knock down that mid-range.
Buck's been doing his job tonight.
Podziemski, tough shot from the baseline, especially for the left-hander. He's a lefty like UGA. That is not an easy shot from over there.
I'd say a little smoother release on his shot than mine, and a great job of creating a 2-for-1 here. You can see the Warriors playing faster, playing with more pace. It's worked well for him here in this first quarter.
Allen drives baseline.
Ryan.
In the corner, three-pointer, in and out for Ryan Dunn. Buddy Hield pushes.
And that's going to end the first quarter here from Phoenix, Arizona.
So Golden
The
State,
Warriors are up 37-24.
put a 37 spot on the
And
board.
we head to the
In
second
first
quarter.
Stephen Curry,
Where we look to do
13
something.
points in the first quarter tonight. Warriors trying to win out and secure the top 6 in the NBA West. NBA on TNT Tuesdays, presented by State Farm.
The Kia K4 and K5 represent what comes next. The next movement for innovation. And the next movement for acceleration. The Kia K4 and K5.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Run up the score all season on Underdog. You can win big by selecting 2 or more of your favorite players. It's so easy to play. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your entry. You can play in 35 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Missouri. So join the pack of over 7 million happy fans who've already signed up on Underdog. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Paying rent should count for something. With Rent Rewards,
There was no
Mr.
Mr. 69 yesterday
counts toward buying a home.
in the college game. I didn't have it up there anyway, though. I wasn't going to do it.
Get started at rocket.com.
Your home is your happy place.
That was a great game.
Until you come back to
See, that game shows me that, like, we could actually have fun watching basketball.
To fight
We
odors
used to,
and
you
provide
know?
freshness for up to 50 days. Try Febreze Plug.
The DQ Freezer is opening again for our 85th birthday to bring back our most wished for Blizzard flavor. It's the Confetti Cake Blizzard Treat, filled with confetti cake pieces and confetti frosting. Don't be late to the party. Grab yours before the DQ Freezer closes.
You are currently being recorded.
Hey, put the package back.
Ring, you can make them hit the road from anywhere.
Just about ready to start the second quarter as we take a look at our rewarding performance presented by Capital One. LeBron James, all-time scoring leader. Stephen Curry just passed Reggie Miller on Sunday against the Houston Rockets in that 25,000-point club. Moment ago, Lauren Jabara with Steve Kerr.
Coach, Steph Cook in there in that first quarter, 13 points, getting his own tip in. What do you think of his performance so far through the first?
Steph was incredible. Great start. I just love how our veterans came out. Steph, Dre, Jimmy, knowing how important this game is. The first 7 minutes from Draymond was an absolute defensive clinic. I mean, this guy, he's the smartest defensive player I've ever seen in my life. He guards every bit of the floor.
All right, here's the second quarter from Phoenix, Arizona.
Got a tough great start.
Yeah, you're forcing them into shots late in the shot clock on the defensive side. How do you continue stifling them here in the second quarter?
You got to defend without fouling. You know, we're doing a good job of helping each other. Coming over to help on drives to try to force them into pull-up jumpers instead of layups. So far so good, but we got to keep it up.
Steve, appreciate it.
And you know, he makes such a great point about the ability to guard all over the floor. And that's really the difference in the modern game. You have got to be able to impact the game the entire half court because of the greatness of the shooting today. And if you just take a look at what he's able to do, he's the backline of your defense. He deters you at the rim. He's always communicating, and he's got those great hands, a great block there. And then a lot of times, it's the point of attack defense. Anytime you can force that ball to the weak side, where they're going to have their lesser skilled offensive players, you've done your job. And he does that, Draymond, as well as anybody
cold in here
to have played this game.
There's a lot of his defensive success may not show up in the statistics. It's not going to maybe show up in a block or a steal or a deflection, but as Steve Kerr told us earlier today, they're making a strong pitch for Draymond to be Defensive Player of the Year. He blows up plays before they even get started.
There you go, Cody.
I think he should have a really strong opportunity to win. And again, a lot of times people get caught up in analytics and just you got to watch to see how guys can impact the game. And there's nobody in this league any better at blowing up the opposing offense than Draymond Green.
Jimmy Butler gets a post up with Grayson Allen. Butler and Podziemski have been a great combo as well. And Podziemski sticks that mid-range jumper.
And as much as we talk about the Butler effect, one of the other areas is how he's kind of empowered Brandon Podziemski. He's really allowed that young man to kind of flourish, giving him some nuance to his game, and he has exploded.
Grayson Allen, acrobatic basket. It's an 11-point game. Warriors with the ball and the lead as we are underway in this second quarter. Golden State in a logjam of teams in the middle of the West with 32 losses. Trying to break free from that, trying to get themselves into the top six and the bye into the playoffs. Grayson Allen hits a three. So Allen back-to-back possessions. It's an 8-point game now.
The second unit defensively been much better here to start this second quarter.
Richards able to secure the rebound. No Devin Booker on the floor. This is Allen and Bradley Beal time. And Allen another three. Comes up short.
Yeah, we don't even have the opportunity to get the first overall pick this season. I just realized that today because like of all of our picks that we've been trading the past 2 years.
Just one of the things I've loved.
We traded away we sold our soul to get Kevin Durant.
Really quick before you get an opportunity to load your defense. It's a nice find there by That's Davis. Can't get that finish, but we'll get 2 free throws.
Warriors have put together a nice bench. The addition of Jimmy Butler has given them a lot of depth as Jackson Davis knocks the first one in. And a chance to remind you that the NBA on TNT is brought to you by CarMax, the way car buying should be. I think it's safe to say Luka Doncic has had the greatest effect on a franchise among the trades this year. That was the trade. I tell you, Jimmy Butler, the way the Warriors are going, they're running right there.
I'm a huge Luka fan. I think you could make a strong argument that Jimmy Butler's had a bigger impact. I mean, just based on the fact of where their record is. They have been dominant since he has come on, and look at the numbers from a defensive standpoint, offensively, what they've been able to do there, 4 pass opportunities.
Both franchises have been completely rejuvenated. The Lakers and the Warriors, and both feel like they can beat anybody in the West and anybody in the NBA. And I think the West is so strong. I mean, wouldn't surprise you to see a first-round loss among that group of teams, minus maybe Oklahoma City, and wouldn't surprise you if they had a finals run for that group of teams either.
Yeah, that Western Conference, man, really 1 through 8 is scary. And the fact that there's a 1-game difference.
Dude, what the hell is that sound?
To 8, and man, I can't wait to see how this thing plays out. And we're going to know here in the next 6 days or so.
Send it over to Lauren Jabbar.
Yeah, I was talking to Draymond Green about this. I'm like, do you guys look at the standings? He said, well, we all have social media, right? Of course we look, but we don't focus on it. He's like, I'm not sitting there looking like, oh man. He's like, the way I see it is if we win out, we guarantee ourselves a top 6 spot. That's the goal for us. We have to take care of business. Steph also said he's looking at the standings, but we've been around long enough to know that you don't allow that to influence any type of extra pressure or emotions. He said we hated losing that Houston game, but we know we can control a lot of it if we win out. And the way that we've gotten here, winning each game in 21-6 since Jimmy has gotten here, we have that belief that these next 4 we're going to do it.
Yeah, good stuff there, Lauren. Curry goes up top. Jackson Davis throws it down.
That's a great play by Curry, but it was the defense in the corner that caused that turn.
I remember when watching the Suns used to be fun.
Their defense has been off the charts since Butler's come over.
7 turnovers now for Phoenix. What a pass. Curry never stops. So hard to stay with him when he is off the ball.
Defense to offense. Curry with the lob. Jackson Davis with the finish. Part of a 7-0 run here in the second.
My dad's in the NBA. No way. It's true. It's true. He's never shot a basket or anything, but he has a ton of assists. Is your dad in the NBA? Mine is. He's a really big deal. Ever heard of him? Never heard of him? Never heard of him? What can I say? He's a pro. See ya.
We're proud to support the healthcare pros who keep the NBA healthy. The NBA trusts its health to Evernorth Health Services.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. From the original Freedom Machine came the original SUV, and we build every Wrangler and Gladiator right here in Toledo. The Grand Cherokee and Grand Wagoneer, built right here in Michigan. We've always stood for American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, you can choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Jeep, America's most patriotic brand. Then, now, forever.
Squish and squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing, fingers relaxed. And squish. Great. Thank you. Good job.
Squish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Excuse me. Play you for those ultras? Well, we're kind of high level.
Fascinating.
Ice cold.
Today at Denny's, buy 1 Slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam or the All-American Slam and get another for just $1. All this for only $1. It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
TaxAct has live experts on hand, so you don't have to worry about all the ins and outs of the tax code. Trust us, you don't want to know about all those ins. And don't get us started on the outs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
My cousin said to invest everything in precious metals. What? Remember, Mark, diversification's important. Stu's right. Thanks. With our meeting next week, let's revisit your strategy and make sure it still meets your long-term goals.
There's an alligator. Oh, it's Steph.
We can adjust your plan based on your risk tolerance.
Thanks for being there, you two.
Thank you. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
Your business extends far outside your four walls, which means you need someone out there you can trust with your fleet. Quick Fill Fleet Fueling offers volume discounts along with detailed free reporting and no fees. Regardless of the size of your fleet, Quick Fill makes managing it a lot easier. Providing exceptional convenience and American-made fuels, we'll take care of your fleet so you can take care of your business. Quick Fill Fleet Fueling and you. Driving America.
.33 remaining in the first half here at PHX Arena, downtown Phoenix. The Warriors lead it by 15. Biggest lead for Golden State. Devin Booker back on the floor. Keith Santos tries to guard him. Booker gets himself some space.
They needed that basket. They had 7 turnovers. How about 3 in the last minute? Phoenix prior to that basket.
Can we have another miracle? Just make tonight be a fun night.
Second quarter. We've got some serious scoreboard watching going on this final week of the season. It ends on Sunday. All afternoon games on Sunday. All the East starts at the same time, and the entire West as well. And then we get into the week of the play-in and the play-in tournament. So a lot to be determined. Here's Stephen Curry. Drops free, comes up short. Allen lost the handle. 6 offensive rebounds for Golden State, and once again, Curry sets up Jackson Davis. The second time in the last few minutes.
That's a beautiful find. Again, not a lot of rim protection. Phoenix kind of in scramble mode as they were getting beat to loose balls there. 2 offensive rebounds in that possession leads to that opportunity, and Steph Curry bouncing back nicely from that last performance.
Foul on Allen, chance at a 3-point play for Jackson Davis. Now in his second year, after 4 years at Indiana. ESPN has a doubleheader tomorrow. Lakers Mavs, that'll be one to watch. Nuggets and Kings Thursday on TNT. We've got Cavs Pacers. And
there you go, Buck.
Grizzlies.
Buck's the only one doing his goddamn job.
Sending shockwaves through the
Really?
firing Calvin Booth, the head of basketball operations, and Michael Malone, their head coach. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, not a lot of people, if anyone, saw that coming. There have been some rumblings, and that team has definitely been struggling here of late. Another turnover by Phoenix.
Stephen Curry goes coast to coast, lays it in with a left hand. Curry stacking him up. He's got 17 now. He's played just 11 minutes.
Unreal. And hasn't really had to work hard for those baskets.
Corner 3, no good by Royce O'Neal. Here's Kuminga. Gets inside, drops it off. Keith Santos able to lay it in. And all of a sudden, Golden State on this 14-4 run of 18 points with 5 and change remaining in the first half.
This pace is really creating problems for Phoenix defensively. They have just not been able to lock in. Their rotations have been poor, losing track of shooters and cutters, and Golden State making them pay.
Everyone's a suspect in Universal Pictures' Drop. See the perfect date night thriller only in theaters Friday.
Also, like
making his voice heard, letting Tyler Ford know about it. Iguodala back on the floor. Running with Booker here. He'll try to guard Devin Booker. Booker rises up with a mid-range jumper. No good. And there's Looney with a rebound.
Just look how hard it is for Phoenix to create good looks offensively.
What did you send me, Jaden?
And Curry draws the contact.
Just a hack, an absolute hack.
We're not going to give him continuation of that. Steph Curry wanted it.
Damn.
Beside out. Curry pretty much getting his way tonight. 5 of 9. He hasn't
What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. I mean, that's cool and all, but I really don't know what that means.
There's never been a player in this game that puts as much pressure on a defense when they don't have the ball. He really rattles you. You have to be so disciplined defensively at all times, no matter where he is on the court. And it just overextends you, and it creates so many opportunities for his teammates. And this young group, this young core now starting to understand how to play alongside him. Steve Kerr talked about it. It's, it's hard. He plays a game in such a way that if you don't know how to play, you really
miss the good old days.
And now you're starting to see it on full display since Jimmy Butler's come on board.
I thought Steve Kerr had a great line as Curry misses a three. He said Jimmy Butler unlocks Stephen Curry's activity off the ball and how productive he can be off the ball. That was something that was missing with this Warriors team. And all of a sudden, one player comes in, everybody falls in line, everybody's in the right spot, and Curry can do his thing and be Stephen Curry once again, even at age 37. And that motor, like his conditioning, is second to none in this league, still at age 37.
It's unreal. And to that point, because now you've got Butler and Green that both understand how to use him and are always looking to create opportunities for him. And it just makes them a completely different team. Then you factor in defensively the growth they've had in this stretch as well. They are a really difficult team. They put you in difficult spots offensively. And again, all we've seen here is turnovers in the half court.
That's 9 for the Suns. Kuminga back tap, keeps it alive. Buddy Hield casts as well. Second chance opportunity. The offensive rebounds are stacking up as well for the Warriors. They've got 7. They've turned it into 11 second chance points. It's all going Golden State's way here as they're up 21 over the Suns. Losers of 6 straight after they had won 4 in a row. Royce O'Neal, no good. It's a 17-4 Warriors run. And they came out with force in this first half, trying to take the Suns right out of it mentally, and they're doing just that. Looney on a rim run, set up by Curry.
I don't even want to watch the rest of this game, but you know what? I've watched this whole season, through the good and the bad. I'm going to watch this.
5, 6, 7 dribbles for Booker to try to create something, and that's got to be frustrating.
Timeout on the floor here. The Warriors 58-35.
He's been good.
On their way of downtown Phoenix.
He's up.
The cars, the house, stuff.
Saw that Jalen Wells for the Grizzlies got badly injured during
car payments,
tonight's game. Ended up getting stretchered off, brought to the hospital. He is awake and alert and talking with his family, friends, teammates, but that's a damn shame.
How much?
What happens when one of the most famous dunkers of all time goes to the greatest lobster fest of all time?
I make Red Lobster famous.
No, Blake. Dunking happens.
Yeah, you're right.
Get your own lobster lover's dream with 2 or 3 choices on one plate at Red Lobster.
Yours was on E. Catch up. Okay, Hyundai. Let's play a quick game.
For what?
Your car.
My car.
The Hyundai Sonata Hybrid with an EPA estimated range of 620 miles.
The happier the home loan experience, the happier the home. If you're buying or refinancing a home, match with a local mortgage expert first. You'll get experienced guidance, a quick, easy closing, and an average savings of more than $10,000 with an independent mortgage broker. Go to MortgageMatchup.com to find a home loan expert near you. Mortgage Matchup. Savings that'll make you smile.
Cleaning your dog's teeth can be hard. But not with Greenie's dental treats. Greenies. Make health a treat. Also, try Greenie's dog food and toppers.
Men's skin dries out faster in the cold. Take your skin to its happy place with Dove Men's Micro Moisture technology that leaves your skin feeling hydrated. Dove Men, care changes everything.
I'm David Worrell, and I started working at Zero Draft when I was 18. What I value most about my time here is how we make a difference in people's lives. So in 2018, I jumped at the opportunity to buy the company. Our mission at Zero Draft is to make our Central New York families more comfortable in their homes with money-saving insulation and energy-efficient windows indoors. Call Zero Draft today to schedule a free energy audit. Save energy, save money, and enjoy year-round comfort with Zero Draft.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. With signs and graphics, you can save anything. Transforming your space begins at our place. Fast Signs, make your statement.
This combo meal's got combinations. Make this thing your own creation. Entree, drink, and choice of size. Oh, and it's free to swap fries. Be paid. Have it your way.
Oh, FanDuel's Kay Adams is here tonight with her dad. I understand it's her father's birthday. Happy birthday, Pop.
Happy birthday, Pop.
Up and Adams, you can catch the show weekdays 11 a.m. Eastern on FanDuel TV and YouTube.
You think he's placing a bet right now?
He's maybe dropping a little...
checking the spread.
Going for the over this weekend, maybe. Or maybe a big night from Devin Booker.
Might be taking the points with the Warriors.
It has been a rough start. The Warriors came out with force quickly. And Booker, he'll be stacking up a big night for sure. He's already got 17 points. Curry has 17 points as well. Brandon Podziemski already knocked down a couple of three-pointers. And a quick 10 in this first half. He's got a whistle underneath. Again, trying to stay with Stephen Curry as he moves off the ball is no picnic. John called for the foul.
And it's so hard because you really can't overplay. You see,
So the Warriors are in the bonus for the remainder of this fucking half because of course they are.
With the Warriors,
I am so ready for this season to be over.
He's not getting a lot of help from his teammates.
Well, as the great Suns analyst Eddie Johnson likes to say, somebody's got to score.
I'd rather be at work right now.
And the ball's finding Devin Booker quite often.
But he needs help. That's reality. And it's the turnovers, right? They've 9 turnovers that have led to 13 points here. They've given up 11 second chance points on top of that. And so that's just not something you can overcome when you're shorthanded.
Suns fans with such high expectations as Phoenix turns it over. I mean, now they're dealing with what may happen this offseason. Who is going to be around next year? Durant, obviously, could be a major trade piece if, in fact, they want to go that way. You figure changes are coming on many levels. As Curry gets it back, but Suns fans, you're hoping you're going into the playoffs to talk about this team and the game, but all they're hearing are things like Bradley Beal and a no trade and the second apron. They're talking about things that they didn't want to have to deal with at this point.
And we're talking about things that I thought we would get to in the fourth quarter.
That's a great point.
It is so true, though, about this Suns team. And we've already dealt with the shock and awe of Taylor Jenkins and Michael Malone and their front officers both being shaken up. The questions are going to be loud and often when you look at this Phoenix Suns team. Coach Budenholzer just signed a 5-year deal, I think, coming into the season. And there are going to be a lot of questions as to what direction they are going to go in. But one thing is evident, there will be changes.
No question. With personnel potentially for both, potentially on that coaching sideline. You realize in the last 10 years, the Suns have had 6 head coaches. They have not had a head coach for more than 4 years since the 70s and the 80s. And John McCloud got a nice little run.
When you told me that earlier, D.A., I was like, you tell me Mike D'Antoni wasn't here for more than 4 years? That's incredible if we get a tripping foul there on Devin Booker.
Bring back Monty Williams.
Well, you've had the
No, he wasn't.
quick turnover.
Kima Routed was good.
Alvin Gentry, Jeff Hornacek, Igor Kokoskov, and then Monty Williams took him to an NBA Finals. Frank Vogel comes in for 1 year, a former NBA champion with the Lakers, and then bringing on an NBA championship head coach in Mike Budenholzer, who comes out of that Spurs tree, a lot of success. I mean, since they lost to the Bucks in the finals, the team that was coached by Mike Budenholzer, it has been one move after another. The idea that you could acquire Kevin Durant, but all that they gave up for Durant and Bradley Beal, especially Durant, has really put this organization in a tough spot to figure out how they're even going to get back competitive once again and what they can actually do in an offseason, be a trade, or all of the particulars that go with their current payroll.
Yeah, well, a big question will be for ownership, front office, what direction? Are we going to blow it up and try to rebuild? Are we going to try to retool? They've got questions that they've got to determine in terms of the direction they want to go in. And if you look at this Western Conference, it's not getting any easier. It's
just the opposite.
It is locked and loaded.
Suns on a pace to have the highest payroll in NBA history for a team that missed the playoffs. Their elimination number right now is 2. Butler, nice feed. Santos, beautiful feed to Podziemski, and in the corner he drops another 3.
That was as pretty as the game can be played. That possession right there.
Drop ball from Iguodaro, can't hit it. Up ahead, Podziemski running the floor. Shot fake, a couple of them. He is the master at that. And he shows you how. Just frozen in time. Brandon Podziemski. He is so smart.
My goodness, defensively right now, the Suns have no clue in terms of their transition.
It's got an NBA All-Star kind of feel right now. Santos rips that rebound down. And the last 30 seconds, and number 30 with the ball in his hands. 69 first half points with the ball. Curry. We shot 19 in this first half. Three-pointer, no good. Long rebound. Podziemski's got it. And the reset. Podziemski with a right hand drives it. Got a shot fake. No. Follow, no good. And
all right, so that'll bring us to halftime here. From Phoenix, Arizona, I will be back at 11:13 for the second half. Fucking, I don't even want to read the score. God damn it, man.
19 by Curry, 17 from Podziemski.
It wasn't supposed to end this way.
You're watching the NBA on TNT Tuesdays. It's presented by State Farm. We send it to our guys.
Could be worse, I guess.
in Atlanta.
Could it?
After this.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them.
It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can start getting myself back.
Bimzelx helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts.
Dare to wear black again, from head to toe.
Most people got 100% clear skin.
Some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get yourself back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Now Taxes is having a TurboTax expert who does your taxes from start to finish. While you check in anytime. and get the most money back on your time. Now this is taxes.
It's how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And that goes with anything. You understand?
Find the things you love.
It's how you do it.
Welcome to your Walmart.
New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power. And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination.
You can watch 4 games at once on Multiview with League Pass. Here's your map.
The American Express Halftime Report is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
Hey, Shaq shaking his head at Post Malone acting like we don't remember this. Relax, kids. The Diesel. How we did. How we do. Hey, me, you, and Vince. Looking like a princess. Hey, of the best. Say that with your whole chest. Yes. Yeah, I like to ride. Candace got a ponytail on the right side, to the left side won't get the
No, it's down today. It's not a ponytail. It's down.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report. Jack Diesel, Vince Carter, Candace Parker, Adam Lefkoe here. Why don't we get to the American Express teammates? Because 2 players for the Warriors are pretty much beating the Suns by themselves. Podziemski and Curry combining for 36. The Suns have 43, and they're hitting them deadly from deep. 5 for 11, those two. 8 threes for the Currys, for the Warriors. Candace, why don't you take us through Mr. Stephen Curry? Had an off night on Sunday, back at it again on Tuesday.
Well, after dropping 50 in a win against the Grizzlies, balling out against the Lakers, having a great game, beating Denver. He had 2 points the other night?
3 points,
3 points.
1 of 10 against Houston.
You knew that you can't keep the chef from cooking. 19 first half points. Bradley Beal has seen.
I see what you did there.
You saw that? Bradley Beal has seen a lot of these.
Oh,
and
he
Steph
looked
Curry
around.
looks at the bench, brother-in-law on the bench right there. And then just his movement off the ball, his ability. Look at this shot.
Wow.
Right there, that fadeaway.
The wrong way.
Again, backdoor cut. His movement. He is the offense. You look at these statistics right here of bounce back loading.
So
in
these
terms
are-
of his statistics after a bad
After
game.
a single-digit performance, this is what he has done in the next game. And I implore you to look at the three-pointers. 7, 6, 11, 6, 7. He has 2 already tonight.
I mean, it never gets old watching Steph Curry play. And I think he sets the tone for the Warriors on the court. I would think, and obviously I don't have these numbers, but in terms of his plus minus or his offense efficiency on the court versus off, it's probably the biggest in the history of the game.
Well, like right now, he's plus 25. No one else on the team is even plus 20, and they're up 26. I would say this year, maybe Jokic has him. Jokic is known for that on-off split, but you're right. Steph is right there, gravitational pull, all that. And now to my favorite guy, Podziemski, Vince.
When you need a complimentary guy, and of course we talk about Jimmy Butler, what he's done coming to the team, when he's not having a great game, which he has 5 points, 0 for 1 shooting, who steps up? Podziemski has been playing outstanding basketball, shooting the ball with confidence. I mean,
Santa Clara.
you know when you're making your shot. When you shoot the three, you're falling back already. Oh, now you fade out of bounds in the baseline, a la Steph Curry. You see here, patience.
What are you doing, Tyus?
Patience.
Give it to him, Penn Murphy.
Fade away. I mean,
Give it
here's
to
a guy.
him, Penn Murphy.
I mean, here's a guy that has been playing great basketball all year. Slow start, and I think we talked about it last week. Having the confidence and sticking with him, and I think that has empowered him. And of course, his teammates empowered him. And he's just playing great basketball, a lot of confidence, and he's going to be a complimentary guy. And I think he's going to have a great playoffs and going to help this team in the playoffs with his shooting and the confidence that he has right now.
What you were saying, though, about Jimmy Butler is so interesting. All of his 5 points from the free throw line. And when you look at the stats before and after Jimmy, the number one thing that jumps out is, man, they get to the line, they change the pace, they put the other team in foul trouble. He's doing that. And defensively, he's sensational as well.
Yeah, in order to win a championship, you have to have that championship spirit. I'm not saying Golden State can win a championship, but they do have that championship spirit. What I mean by that, we lose to Houston, we know we have to win this game. We come out, we're going to play aggressive. And they're doing defensive right there, moving it, blocking shots all over the place, right there, the one-on-one. Making it hard for the guys to dribble when they play. Little steal right here, watch this. It's what we call jangling. Throw that thing up, let them go get it. Defensively, they're doing it because they know they let one get away, the other might. I'm not saying they could beat Houston, but, Steph didn't play well. And, they lost, so it's like, what, our championship spirit, we can't lose. It was 2 games in a row. And Steph Curry, all great players never have 2 bad games in a row.
Right.
So I knew Steph was going to.
It's like your theory about dieting.
Yep.
Can't have those 2 cheat days in a row.
Yeah, too bad Barkley hasn't followed that at all.
I think his record is 18 bad days in a row.
18 bad days.
That June was rough. 10 turnovers for the Suns already, which has led to 15 Golden State Warriors points. They've assisted 16 of their 20 career baskets. When Golden
Suns ruined my life,
on
dude.
the stat sheet, it looks like
I could have been a
basketball.
fucking Celtics
right now,
fan.
They're hanging up 26-point differential.
Like, logically, too.
It really is cooking. I hope this consistency continues forever. So the Suns aren't even going to try to compete?
No.
Blah. Steph Curry is doing magic tricks out here.
What voice?
Welcome back
The boy can read.
to hell.
He real good.
We're underground too. This is the basement, so we are underground. So it is really hell.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum,
Ah, fuck.
you get access to over 1,400 lounges worldwide.
Through the first
including
half,
the Centurion Lounge.
The
flexible spending
Suns
limit that adapts
are
with your
losing
business.
43
So
to
passion can be
69
part of your legacy.
against the Warriors. Pretty bad.
That's the
Royce O'Neal
powerful
has
backing
3
of
points.
American Express.
Ryan Dunn has 2 points. Nick Richards has 0. Bradley Beal has 5. Devin Booker has 21. Colin Gillespie has 0. Osa Iguodala has 2. Grayson Allen has 8. Cody Martin has 2. Tyus Jones has 0. Bull, Damian Lee, Visa Micic, Monte Morris, and Mason Plumlee all have not played.
Liberty Mutual.
I think not playing Monte Morris more this year was a mistake.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
For the Warriors, here we go. Moody has 3 points. Jimmy Butler has 5. Draymond Green has 5. Brandon Podziemski has 17. Steph Curry has 19. Jonathan Kuminga has 4. Buddy Hield has 5. Looney has 2. George Santos has 2.
These Buick models, plus current eligible non-GM owners
Guy
get up to
Santos,
3,000
sorry.
allowance on Encore GX.
I'm a
Guy
leader by
Santos
pushing my
has 2.
teammates to be the best that they can be.
Jackson Davis has 7. And then Armstrong, Key, Knox, Rowe, and Spencer all have not played. Ugh.
We want girls to lead their own way. That's why the NBA and WNBA are proud to support Lean In Girls, a program that teaches girls to reject stereotypes and embrace their leadership superpowers. This is what leadership looks like.
Come gather round, people.
A Complete Unknown is one of the best films of the year.
Who wrote this?
Who did? It's exhilarating.
Bobby, what do you want to be?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
Critics give it 5 stars.
We're getting a glimpse of a new future. I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
I want to hear it.
For
inspired by the true story of Bob Dylan.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
My skin, she gets thirsty. And Venus gets it. So when I shave, it's the new Venus Moisture Glide. It's got 5 blades and bars with a touch of argan oil that lock in moisture. Feel the power of smooth. My skin, my way. Venus.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Lakers Thunder in a big game, especially after the Lakers knocked them off over the weekend. LeBron hit a triple. This game was really tight late, and then a sudden Luka ejection sent the Thunder on a 29-12 run. LeBron said afterwards, quote, that game was weird as hell after that moment. And we have a lot of these games in motion right now. We came in, it was kind of even, but Warriors, they need to win to stay on line with the Grizzlies and the Nuggets. But the loss there by the Lakers, suddenly now, it's getting a little bit closer, Ken.
Lakers, Clippers first round?
Ooh, wow. Especially with Kawhi playing. The Clippers coming in tonight had won 17 of their last 20.
Not a lot of trouble, but...
Oh, you like that, too?
Yeah.
That's good on LeBron's knees.
Yeah.
Who would you take in that one?
Stop it.
But I mean, the Clippers made 17 and 3 in the last 20.
WFD.
Don't know what that means.
Whoopie freaking do.
Oh, okay.
Lakers all day.
You come up with this stuff.
In the words of Shannon Sharp, Jive, Clive, Lakers in 5.
Second half of the Warriors.
Zach, something's wrong with you.
Jive, Clive.
Come on, here we go. Whoa. You don't have to go with me this time.
I got the Wolves.
Don't forget about the Grizzlies.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world-famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket, like Gwendolyn.
I stay with Cricket because they tell it like it is. The price on my plan is the price I pay every month. That's it.
Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
TaxAct has live experts on hand, so you don't have to sweat your taxes. We're like the antiperspirant of tax companies. That sounded a lot cooler in my head. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Okay, everybody, that's lunch.
Mud mask?
Oh, Cosmo, what do we think of these?
So you look like you're ready to walk the red carpet.
No, stop it, really?
Or at least a faux fur rug.
These are power pants.
Yes.
Okay, what about this?
Whoa! That's it. And that's how you calls.
It's the NBA on TNT's regular season finale.
He scores! Wow! Every game vital down the stretch. What a play!
Cavaliers, Pacers, Timberwolves, Grizzlies. Coverage begins Thursday at 6. Presented by State Farm on TNT.
Josh Gates investigates a Titanic conspiracy.
Spoiler alert, it involves so much more than just an iceberg.
Expedition Files, new season premieres Wednesday, April 16th on Discovery.
Scores, what's the score?
It's all on the NBA app. Over and out.
Ready to start the second half here in downtown Phoenix.
I guess. I guess we're ready to start the second half.
Internet, and not a whole lot going on for the Suns. a whole lot going on for the Golden State Warriors, Greg Anthony.
Yeah, they just have unleashed the dragon. I mean, it's
Suns still have
at times offensively.
2 more games after tonight, but this is the final game I'll be streaming.
11 second chance.
Because I can't stream the other games.
Owned all phases here in that first half.
26-point lead as we start this third quarter. Stephen Curry leads all scorers with, or leads the Warriors, I should say, with 19. Booker leads all scorers with 21. Bradley Beal able to run that one down. Beal with 5 first half points. And Green stands up tall against Nick Richards, and that's going to be Phoenix ball. That's a great example of the prowess of Draymond Green. Giving up some size to Nick Richards. Still gets a block.
Yeah, but he understands personnel too. I mean, he knows that Nick Richards is not a natural scorer. So
Luka was ejected. Haha, fuck that
take
bitch.
A shot that's going to be a challenging one for him.
Officials coming together here. Let's see what the call is.
Oh shit.
They're going to
Forgot to
challenge
remove
it.
that.
So after a little deliberation, Steve Kerr asked for the timeout and light the lamp. We got an early challenge.
Just get it.
I'm just going to grab it. Don't move.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is it gone?
It's gone.
It's gone. Every time we die, the night restarts, and something different is trying to kill us. Oh my God.
The only way out is to make it until dawn.
Until Dawn, rated R, exclusively in theaters April 25th.
When you list on Apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork. Great natural light.
Single family home? Yes, please. Does it have a dishwasher?
Ooh, look at these high ceilings. Wow.
Spacious. But I got one question.
Are utilities included?
Apartments.com.
A place to list a place.
I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted in 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
We're stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
Make me go loco, loco. Make me go loco.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
The combo meal changed the game at BK.
With so many options, I play my way.
Fries in my say, no compromise.
Winning big time, cause it's free to swap fries.
BK, have it your way.
This is a can of Valspar Ultra for $29.98. It's also a realization that you'd rather exercise your mind. Valspar, affordable, durable, available at Lowe's.
When you see a car, you can find it on Auto Trader. Even my TV detective car. Just put your info in the Kelly Blue Book My Wallet, browse personalized monthly payments from dealers in your area, then start and finish the deal online. Case closed.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Basketball. Golden State charged the timeout due to the
Welcome back, and much like everything else tonight, this call goes the Warriors' way. They're going to get that ball being touched last by Nick Richards off of that left hand, that right hand there. You can see it.
Successful challenge. Steve Kerr will retain his challenge if needed. It is a 26-point Golden State lead. We're just on the way of this third quarter. Ryan Anderson with Greg Anthony and Lauren Jabara. As Pajemski whips it around. And Curry in the corner, automatic. Stephen Curry with 22 now as he knocks down
29-point lead.
And he's 3-pointers away
Royce.
from 300 this year. So O'Neal misfires, and that is going to be Golden State ball. Let's take a look at our FanDuel Live point spread for tonight's game.
This is going to be interesting.
Warriors heavily favored. And even more heavily favored. Has anybody moved the number like that?
I've not seen a line move that much.
Pajemski gives it up. Curry drives it. And wow.
31-point game.
On the teardrop. So much skill.
They just make it look easy.
Ryan Dunn misses in the corner. Moody. Oh, Moody powers one down. Very little resistance by the Suns. Say the Suns don't watch out. If they don't step up a little bit on defense, I mean, they got a chance to get beat by 40.
Yeah, I think even if they step it up, that could potentially happen. They're also struggling to score.
It's been that kind of year for the Suns. And they are, even though they're not mathematically eliminated, they are eagerly awaiting the end of the season. That'll be a kick ball. Right down. Set the shot clock to 14. Moses Moody has been a big part of that starting five. That is 14-1. Explodes to the basket.
He's really been an unsung hero for them because they make him their point of attack defender in that starting unit. He's going to get the assignment of the best perimeter player. And he has embraced that challenge and really found a nice niche for himself in this rotation.
Nick Richards with a mid-range. Warriors keeping a close eye on that scoreboard. Minnesota lost to Milwaukee today at Fiserv Forum. How about the Bucks dropped 40 points in the fourth quarter? They outscored Minnesota 40-13. And the Wolves lost a big one. We've got Minnesota on Thursday in Memphis in another key game. To start the day, they were one of the teams locked up with 32 losses in that very congested Western Conference. O'Neal missed it with the left hand. Right now it's Minnesota, Memphis, Clippers, Warriors. Those are the four teams that all started at 46-32. Spots 5 through 8 kind of up for grabs. That means you'll have, as Butler hits a turnaround.
Literally
that means you're
terrible.
going to have two teams of that group
Like,
that will
not even
into the playoffs,
figuratively.
and two that'll be in the play-in.
That'll be playing each other.
There still is
Book's the only good one.
To bump up to the
Beal's
3-4
I guess,
position.
sometimes. I like Beal, but
Obviously, the Nuggets are
sucks a lot.
pieces back together
But he's
today
good a
after
lot
they
also.
made changes. Butler drives it, dunks it, is fouled. And this is turning comical here for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, a wide open lane, barely coverage, and an and one here for Jimmy Butler. That's what it looks like up to the moment here, GA, in the West.
I'll tell you, this team now, the Clippers are also playing tonight, so we don't know how that one's going to turn out, but Minnesota losing was huge. And when you talk about minus 27 in that fourth quarter, yeah, I'll tell you, that first round, even those playing games, that'd be great. That's why you want to avoid it, because you know all too well, anybody's capable of being beaten one time.
Draymond gets a steal. Pajemski, Curry with the pass fake.
Nice.
And missed the layup. Memphis beat Charlotte tonight, by the way. So they're one of the teams hanging in there. And of course, they just had a coaching change as well. Taylor Jenkins let go 9 games remaining in the season. And then the Denver Nuggets say, hold my beer. And Michael Malone ousted with 4 games left.
And Calvin Booth. Like, they cleaned house, and obviously the fallout from that will be here over the next several days. And that one's going to be interesting, too, to see what happens when Brandon Miller is going to be big picture, right? Because that team right now has really been struggling, and particularly defensively. I was just there last week and talking with Michael Malone, and he said very candidly, we just are not defending at a championship level.
I'd rather be on death row right now.
NBA on TNT is brought to you by Hennessy.
At least I wouldn't be here.
Must be 21. Please drink responsibly. Hennessy. It'll be Suns.
Love this place too.
81-49.
Well, both this studio, but also
get the bench. Be interested to see,
you know, this arena. But
rotation here the rest of this game. They've got a game tomorrow night. They play San
never
Antonio.
been there.
Back at Chase Center, San Francisco. Warriors will be
nice.
back home tomorrow. And their finishing schedule is pretty favorable. They've got the Spurs tomorrow. They go to Portland. And then the one team that has given them fits this year, the LA Clippers, on Sunday to finish the season. As Allen bumps Buddy Hield.
That game could be really important. That Clippers game to end this. Man, it is. You know, that play-in, which initially I was not a fan of. It was a bit old school, but once it started, I got to tell you, it has.
What's Draymond yelling about now?
And it added so much more value to the end of the regular season.
I'm all in. Great drama, great entertainment for us. And, you know, if you don't want to be in that play-in scenario, finish inside the top 6, and then you get the bye to the best of 7 in the first round. But yeah, it's got that one-and-done feel to it. The winner go home 5 early. Devin Booker misses a 3. Offensive rebound is Bradley Beal. Curry with a rebound. Jonathan Kuminga, a first, and Allen pushes him down. It's a foul first, no shot, says Danielle Scott.
It was a strong attack there by Kuminga, but boy, he had Buddy Hield wide open on the wing there.
Damn, Grayson, what are you doing?
A little bit of a frustration.
Way there. Actually, it wasn't as bad as it looked.
No.
It wasn't necessary, but it was kind of like fair.
But when you are getting just beaten the way this Suns team is being beaten, it tends to let the level of frustration rise. You talked about it, they've already on a 5-game losing streak. They do get a technical foul on Grayson Allen there. They have been demoralized here as if they weren't already coming into this game.
NBA League Pass puts the ball in your court. You can stream the late season drama anywhere, anytime, all at a new low price for the rest of the season. Sign up on NBA.com/League Pass to start streaming today. Jonathan Kuminga. Good to see him back and healthy. Kuminga missed those 2 months, January, February, the first couple of weeks of March. There's 22 games. This is his 14th game back. And now he becomes a major weapon off that bench. And all of a sudden, as I mentioned, Golden State's got some depth to their roster now. They were playing so many different combinations, different starting lineups. Steve Kerr talked to us about that before the game. He said, you know, the trade kind of thinned our rotations, and we could get a little more disciplined on what the actual rotation, the 8, sometimes 9-man rotation is going to be.
And the fact that all of these guys down in that rotation have a real understanding of their role, what's going to be expected of them, and how they have to play with this group.
And Lauren Jamara, all those concerns about some of the holes in the small lineup, it's been anything but. That's been brilliant for Steve Kerr. They're 14-1, that particular starting 5.
It really has been. I actually asked Draymond Green about it this morning. I said, you know, when you play small, it obviously exposes maybe the rebounding side. He said it's all about keeping your defensive shell and attack. If you have guys driving, getting to the rim every time, it's really hard to rebound. But if you're good defensively, like on
there you go.
the ball in front of you, it makes rebound opportunities so much easier. And once we
To
get
make
those,
it
we're fast.
huge three by Colin Gillespie to make it a 30-point
Really
lead.
great for us. And
A
then
30-point
Jeffrey
game.
also said, it starts with our IQ. He said that group of 5 is our smartest players. Understanding the floor is supposed to look like a game of chess, and we've done a really good job creating that chemistry. We need to continue that moving forward the regular season.
It's a fascinating study.
Huge three by Chris Paul to make it a 42-point game.
Is causing some havoc around the league, and they're tough to beat. The Houston Rockets, the first team that's beat that particular group.
And to Draymond's point, and Lauren described it beautifully, what happens is that shell, when you can't penetrate the paint and get 2 feet in the paint and force the defense to be compromised, that's what puts you in rotation. And so if I don't have to get in rotation, it allows you to keep bodies on bodies, and that gives you a chance to control that defensive backcourt. And you've seen it on display here tonight. They forced Phoenix to play up over the top as opposed to being able to play downhill. You can see Steph Curry didn't like that call there. They're going to challenge him.
Yep. When your superstar says he didn't foul it,
The Warriors are challenging
look
this.
that way. Even Devin Booker says, take a look at it. Look like, oh, we'll see if it goes the Warriors' way like everything else tonight.
Check it out, fellas. Stand and play.
Ah, yes. When did it begin for you?
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee our deals.
Without further ado,
Are the Suns? Well, you guys are getting pooped on. Are the Suns making it to the playoffs? Jaden, I want to ask you what you think that answer is.
Minnie Mello. Come on.
Let's do a little exercise here.
AT&T guarantees
I just want you to
will give
guess
you
what that
one
answer
of
is.
the choice of our most popular plans, like the new
It's a little
Samsung
game
Galaxy
we can
S25
play.
Ultra. On up.
Little guessing
That's
game.
AT&T guarantee.
Masterpiece. A masterpiece.
Where's that game we always play? I don't know, but with Ring I can find it. Board game. Oh man. If I may.
No, yeah, you would be correct, I think.
It's a masquerade party. Party.
Girls,
Looks like
you
you're
have
correct.
a raccoon problem.
With Ring, you can type it and find it. You might have guys starting to move in our position.
From Iraq War veteran Ray Mendoza and Civil War director Alex Garland. When their mission goes wrong,
3 minutes out. 3 minutes.
the only way out is together. Warfare.
Jaden, are you
Tax
making
Act
the
wants to
playoffs?
remind you, taxes are due soon. But hey, once you're done, you don't have to think about taxes ever again. Until next
The
year.
NBA playoffs,
And every year after
that
that,
is.
for the rest of your life. Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
Mountains of flavor, those crispy peaks. 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake, man, that ranch is
Yes.
new crispy
What team, Jaden?
Wingstop.
What team are you going into the NBA playoffs with?
Could make a cannonball and dunk with the sky clean and its eye bright as a rock. He has done it. Roland Garros champion. It's only just out of reach.
So much excitement and buzz.
Under a
What's the team's name, Jaden? The city and the team's name is what I need to know.
This is America. The currency isn't being liked. The currency is attention. What can you do with attention? The answer is anything.
Jaden, you're being
difficult.
Where's that man liability? Every time.
Just have one thing to say. To my whole family, we got a show to make.
Extreme All American.
I've got good news
Which
for
team
you.
is that, Jaden?
It's not necessarily good news
Before
from
I
our
fucking
perspective
ban
that
you.
this challenge was successful, but there are no more challenges the rest of this game. They've been exhausted.
Even
but
Buck
another
was like,
successful challenge.
yeah, I think I kind of
Took the
challenged
foul away
him.
from
I
Curry.
fucked it there.
Warriors ball here. Clean strip. Looney inside. Misses that layup on Iguodaro. Warriors trying to advance to 47-32, and you can tell they are playing with a fervor here in the third, even with a big lead, to try to put this game away here, GA.
Yeah, they know they play tomorrow, and if you got a chance to not allow Phoenix to have any hope of coming back and being able to rest Steph and Jimmy and Draymond here in this fourth quarter.
Butler's played just 19 minutes, 10 points tonight. Curry's been the story. After a 3-point game Sunday, just one made field goal. He's got 25 tonight. And you figure his playing time is over. With 3.5 to go here in the third.
It's never over till it's over, but it's close.
There's Don Meredith when you need it. I know you go back far enough to know that.
You did remind me of the good old days.
Turn out the lights. Lord is over. Don Meredith used to sing that on Monday Night.
There you go, Grayson.
Back in the days. Grayson Allen hits a three-pointer. Podziemski at the controls here with Kuminga. And he'll fire up a three. Podziemski missed it. Kuminga's there for the offensive rebound. Look at the ground that Kuminga just covered to get that offensive board and put back.
That's the thing, the element he gives them that you don't get out of that starting five is he is a next level athlete that can win possessions for you.
Podziemski. And the lefty can't hit it. Keith Santos is there. His rebounds are coming easy for the Warriors. And Podziemski rains in another three-pointer. It's been like that the last 10 games for Podziemski. Warriors are 7-2. He's shooting over 52%. He's averaging over 18 points a game in the last 10.
He has been special. And it's really the consistency from three, but it's also the decision making offensively. You know, there was a stretch there. I'm talking to Steve Kerr earlier in the season, and he said, you see Devin Booker, maybe his night is over. And he talked about that the ball was sticking at times a little too much, and he's now gotten that out of his game.
Grayson Allen, the floater no good. Coming to the end of the third quarter, Warriors dominating Phoenix. Phoenix not putting much effort out there defensively as Kuminga able to score. We never think an NBA game could be this lopsided. The kind of talent that's on the floor every night, even the worst teams.
We might not even reach Mr. 69. I think we will, but
the Suns are ready to call it a season. Ryan Dunn hits a corner three. Podziemski drives it, and he'll go to the line. Fourth and final meeting of the year between these two teams. Phoenix actually won the two of the first three. The Warriors did win in San Francisco in a close game back in late December, but this is the first game in the Jimmy Butler window. And
good morning, Wilson Bros. Jane is on morning.
This year, but
if you had said that in like 16 minutes, it would have been okay.
Butler and Curry together.
That was BB.
That will be the first one.
But you're just wrong.
Before Butler.
It will be a little bit different matchup with Butler in this on this team. And it's also the elevated play of everyone. Like Podziemski, the second half of the season has been a different play. He has elevated on both sides of the ball. Moody's improved.
Steve Kerr was talking to us about
Jaden, you're wrong.
Butler's infused confidence in Podziemski. I've known
that's
Podziemski
okay.
for a while. I never thought he lacked confidence, but it is interesting that Jimmy Butler arrives and suddenly he's kind of found a match with Podziemski in a two-man game. They play off each other well. Well, Podziemski's really thriving right now with Butler in tow.
B.A., to your point, it's not that Podziemski lacked confidence, but he was not as good a player in terms of his decision-making, the pace with which he played. All those things have improved mightily, and his teammates trust him more. And I think those are elements of his game that have really...
Jaden,
Turnover.
you're fucking stupid.
And Allen with a shot clock off, races to the basket. Podziemski stands in
You're,
there.
Jaden.
And free throws here for Grayson Allen. Podziemski among league leaders in charges a year ago. I'm guessing Steve Kerr appreciates the effort, but
Fucking idiot.
Make a business decision here in this kind of game. Took it right to the chest.
And he thought it was a charge. That was a really close call. But remember, they don't have any challenges.
Podziemski's asking for it. No more challenges, DP. Steve Kerr says.
I gotta say, B.A., I've been pretty impressed with this crowd. You haven't felt like they turned on the team at all. I know there are a lot of Warrior jerseys here, but
They're here for the show. That's for sure. And the Warriors are giving them just that. 95-61. It is ugly tonight, courtesy of the Warriors' domination. We go to the fourth. The NBA on TNT Tuesdays is presented by State Farm.
Yep, it is the end of the third quarter. That is for sure. Suns have not reached Mr. 69 yet. I think we will, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we will.
You can score 4 times points on restaurants around the world. So you can raise the bar on game night. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
We gotta stop them, Smoke. We gotta get them before they get away. We just gotta stay through the night. If now ain't go time, then I don't know what is.
Sinners, rated R, April 18th.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Oh. Safe light replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you.
Sick.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this season to be over,
SafeLight
Jane.
makes it easy. Go to safelight.com and schedule a replacement today.
Safe light repair. Safe light replace.
Fuck you and bitch, you're a dumb cunt.
Sony Lee? Bro. You really think you can outfit me? Oh my whole.
That's cute.
Every shoe for every athlete.
What team are you choosing next? Choosing? Well, I never really chose the Suns. I think between the Thunder and the Cavs, I think that's really hard. I think the Thunder are gonna do it.
La Playa awaits.
Popeyes has gone full pickle. You got your pickle glazed sandwich. You got your fried pickles, pickle glazed wings, and what? Pickle lemonade? Where my pickle people at? Love that pickle.
But I could see the Lakers getting it.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream shows with lots of seasons and episodes. Plus,
Could also see the
staying up
Celtics
lots of
win it.
hours past your bedtime. Because you don't need sleep, you need answers. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
This is Buick. Now.
Which team do I want to win? I guess the Celtics.
By design. Get 0.9%.
But there's other teams I'd
APR
like
on
to
these
see
Buick
win, you
models.
know?
Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to
I think it'd be cool, honestly, if the
$3,000 on
Timberwolves
Encore
won. With Anthony Edwards. I really like Anthony Edwards. Even though he beat the fuck out of us last year.
Stephen Curry, 25 points, probably done for the night. Only 26 minutes. He dropped 3 threes, had 9 rebounds and 6 assists. And a great comeback for Stephen Curry. And his head coach was having a little fun with Curry and Buddy Hield in our State Farm Audio Assist.
Buddy, that's Steph Curry. Steph and Buddy Hield. I want you guys to meet each other. Say hello to Steph. He's the greatest shooter in the history of the world. Wide open. Keep up the leg. I love you, buddy. I love you.
So I heard Greg Popovich do that with Tim Duncan so many times. Steve Kerr would have probably been on the receiving end of that from Greg Popovich, and just reminding Buddy Hield to look for Steve Kerr and to look for Stephen Curry.
Dude, what is that sound?
Buddy Hield took a corner three early in the shot clock when Curry was on a heater.
That's a good way to handle it.
They're all laughs on that bench.
I mean, when you're up 34, you know, going into the fourth, it's going to be a lighthearted moment or two on that sideline.
What I would say about Greg Popovich is that he didn't have the laugh and the hug at the end. No. He was, let me introduce you to Tim Duncan. He's the greatest player in the world. Pass him the blank ball, and then he would storm away.
But then he'd come back later and give you a hug. He was,
of course.
Pop was of that tough love school.
Pat Spencer getting some minutes here in the fourth. Able to get into the box score, and we want to send our best out to Greg Popovich.
Yes. The best to ever do it.
Coming back from a stroke, and here he's doing well. And we're thinking of you, Pop, as always, and a lot of Pop influence all over the NBA, especially in this game. Of course, Mike Budenholzer went from the video room to the assistant.
We're not playing on Christmas next year.
Steve Kerr was still
That's pretty much for damn sure. Unless he signs something good.
Able to put that in. Steve Kerr and Mike Budenholzer go way back. Very good friends. Kids grew up together.
Mike was the video coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, initially.
Had 19 years as an assistant. Kerr was at the end of his career. Kerr had some pretty big moments for the Spurs late in his career, especially in 2003. We kind of talked about a Memorial Day miracle in front of Greg Anthony today.
Oh, the Memorial Day massacre.
Sort of a no-no. Yeah. They call it a miracle in San Antonio and a massacre.
You know why I feel about San Antonio. I'm up at Charles Barkley School when it comes to San Antonio.
Oh, you were on the wrong end of that.
Yes, we were.
Man, what a team you guys had, too. I thought that was a championship team, which you never know when you get to the playoffs.
There you go.
Ryan Dunn.
Next point is Mr. 69.
Dunn's the only starter. Iguodala, Martin, Jones, and Plumlee. And then the Warriors have Kuminga, Buddy Hield with Santos,
Tyus.
Jackson Davis, and Spencer.
Nope. Ryan. Oh, that was Oso.
At least you're seeing a little bit more energy and activity from this group from Phoenix. Tell you what, not many fans have left the arena.
That's been a good crowd. And they deserve better than what they've been given this year. The roster needs a lot of work, and it's a proud franchise. 4 years ago, they're at the NBA Finals. Things were looking up. You got a young star in Devin Booker. Last year, a round 1 loss, though. Durant, in his second year, it's been a mess.
It's been downhill really since that championship appearance. The next year they had the best record in the rest. Ended up being upset by Dallas, and it's just they have not been able to rekindle those heights. They even come close to them here of late.
Ishbia did say they are going to pivot and reload around Booker. And there's no rebuild here. They've just got to figure out a way to get around on a salary that's owed. And because of their high salary and where they are, they're limited somewhat in what they can do. So how they rebuild it is a major question. We remind you that the NBA on TNT tonight from Phoenix is brought to you by Kohl's, where families come first.
Christmas game, I thought this was it for the Suns. Jaden.
Suns traded a lot of their draft picks away as well. They could have potential for some draft picks, but hard to get impact draft picks at this point.
Book looks so disappointed.
Devin Booker is certainly not going to want to be a part of a rebuild. I guess the major question is Kevin Durant going to be a Sun next year? You figure he would be the guy
I think
that
Book's
would
one to stick
garner
around.
the most in return at this point. There are a lot of teams that would have their hand up for KD.
Yeah, listen, the interest is going to be there. There's no question. Kevin Knox not trying that trigger. The question is, though, what kind of a return will you get? Is it going to, if you were to go in that direction, that would allow you to compete in that Western Conference?
Extra pass to Lee. And Jackson Davis for the rebound. He's getting a good run in right now. Both of these teams play tomorrow. Here's Knox. No sidestep. Nice move. Kevin Knox trying to rebuild his career. I'll tell you, coming out of Kentucky, boy, he looked like he had some star potential about him. Hasn't turned out that way. It's hard to believe he's in his 7th year now, Kevin Knox. Jackson Rowan defending, Iguodala can't hit. Great opportunity for some of these guys to get some extra run. Guy Santos from Brazil. It was a factor early.
He's been really good. You know, not the offensive player, but he has been locked in defensively. Really has a good grasp of what they want to do. Been terrific here.
Tyus Jones scores. Oh, 7-74. Knox. Roll the rebound.
Gotta give me credit, though.
Spencer.
Gotta give me credit. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna flex on myself right now.
Obviously, they all love Spencer.
I fucking stick through this shit, man.
Their seats after that triple.
This is true. I stick through this shit.
To a standard NBA deal. What a moment for Patrick.
I will continue to. I love this team. I really do. But they piss me the fuck off. I hate them. I hate them also. That's also the thing, you know. But I really do love this team, and I will stick it out through the good and the bad. I will watch a fucking summer league game, bro. I will watch this team when we're down by fucking 36 or like we are right now. I deserve some fucking credit for that. So I want to hear some credit. Type away with a good job, Sam. You're awesome.
It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batmobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt. Bateman, please.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
A loyal fandom.
Can you look at my resume?
This.
Damn right, Rafa.
Complicated instructions?
Sure, just add it and we'll talk. That's a cool sweater.
Yeah, good job on canceling the season. Way to stick with it. Jaden, I literally did stick with it. Canceling means that you give up hope on winning the fucking championship. That's what canceling means.
Take your skin to its happy place with Dove Men's Micro Moisture Technology.
But you still watch and you still stick with your team even after that.
Changes everything.
And even after that, you still hope that they win and that there's like, you know, a sliver of chance. Like after I canceled, we went on that 4-game win streak and I was like, maybe.
Out to get you, Monday's got you.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99. Meet our new Asiago Bagel Stacks. Choose from the chicken Roma with grilled chicken and green goddess dressing, the spicy steak or zesty Tuscan. Only $7.99 each and only at Panera for a limited time.
West Virginia, 'cause it's not this game anywhere but watching this game.
you had your Hershey's?
Pedro's parents planned for adventure, but they didn't plan for him to make a new best friend. You were made to get more than you bargained for. We were made to help you save on packages. Expedia, made to travel.
Time now for our Tax Act Expert Assist. Get live help from real tax experts, not one but two laws. From Stephen Curry to Trace Jackson Davis. Think of beauty. Warriors sharing the ball. Putting up a big number tonight, coming off their loss against Houston after their 5-game winning streak. Former 3 ball. Warriors, whoever is on the floor. Spencer knocks down his second 3 as Martin misses. Spencer the rebound, they push it. And knocks to the basket, blocked by Martin. Nice job recovering.
This is an impressive bounce back here. You can see Martin. Great job there with the block shot. But, you know, after the disappointment of that Houston game, they've been playing so well, and you're immediately able to kind of erase that from your memory bank when you come out with a performance like this.
Jackson Rowe out of Cal State Fullerton. He had the box score. That's the 5 on the floor for Phoenix. Lauren Jamara, Warriors. As we mentioned when we hit the air, the window has been reopened. They're going to win 15 of their last 19 games, and they are having some fun doing it.
They definitely are, BA. And I had a really long conversation with Draymond Green this morning. He said, you know, we have 4 core values on this team. And one of them is joy, to play with joy. He said it's ironic that Jimmy was saying, yo, I need to get my joy back, and he found it here. But when you also have a leader like Steph Curry, he has a joy about life. It's a zest that really trickles down to everybody else. And then Jimmy Butler has Big Face, which is his coffee company, and their hoodies say joy right across them. And he was looking for joy when he came here. He said, I think we've all found it. It's a really good group. I asked Draymond, have you tried that Big Face coffee? And he said, I'm not really a coffee drinker, but I did support. I bought the Big Face gear. I went to the coffee shop. It's great, a great time, beautiful spot, great vibe, but not a coffee guy. He said it'll take him too much over the top in terms of his energy. I also asked Brandon Bajemski if he's tried it. He goes, no, I heard that's expensive, still on a rookie deal.
And right on cue, those two are laughing and smiling. I tell you, GA, it's got to be, and you play with some guys like this, and you were one of those guys, but to play with Stephen Curry, as big of a star as there is in the game, to be his teammate, though, and the way he cheers for you, dances for you, celebrates with you with your success and his success every day. And we've covered Stephen Curry for all these years now.
Monte.
Always shows up ready to play. The same guy every day. You never see him in a bad mood to start a game.
Yeah, and it's such a great point you guys bring up, because it's incredible as a talent that Steph Curry is. He's a great teammate. You know, that's one thing that everyone who's played with him will tell you. Because there's so much more than just the court. You know, it's how you interact off, what you do. And when you're the best player and one of the leaders, there's a lot of responsibility.
Jaden, you hurt my feelings.
Everybody wants that responsibility. Steph embraces it, and you can see that joy and the love that they
The Suns
all have
aren't.
for one another.
The Suns are not undefeated at home.
He was great tonight, once again. 25 points in 26 minutes for Stephen Curry. He's just 3 3-pointers shy of 300 in a season. And I'm sure that'll be something to look out for tomorrow night against San Antonio.
I tell you, I'm in the midst right now, because we've obviously got our postseason awards coming up. And,
you got an MVP vote?
I have an MVP vote, and get the pleasure of voting for all of our postseason awards. And so all NBA teams are going to be really interesting. A lot of deserving players this season.
That 65-game limit
That helps to cut down on some of the guys that you know are not going to be able to be a part of it.
Truth hurts. You're just no. No, Jaden. No.
You could really see the intensity dial up. And the game just gets better and better as the season goes. And then there's nothing like the NBA playoffs. I mean, elite level athletes playing with the passion to advance, and when the competitive fire comes out, there's nothing like it. We can't wait to bring it to you here on TNT. It's going to be our last go-around on TNT this year, our last playoff run. That's a block, but recovered there by Jackson Davis. And the Warriors have gone up over 120 now, 121-82.
The thing about this postseason is so many teams that feel like they can win it all, especially that Western Conference.
Oh, goodness, and Davis destroying the rim, and Draymond Green first on his feet. Look at that Warriors bench. That's what we're talking about. I mean, we're late in the game. These guys could easily just sit back and chill. They're all up celebrating their teammates right now. Jackson Davis has had a couple of thunder jams. Had a couple on the lobs from Curry earlier. Spencer, oh yeah.
They are just clowning right now.
Draymond's leading the pack. He's sitting amongst the fans in the first row. Gillespie hits a three-pointer. Back and forth they go. Well, we'll be taking our road show to Memphis for Thursday night. We got a doubleheader on TNT Thursday night. And Memphis and Minnesota is going to be one to watch. Minnesota lost in Milwaukee tonight. All those teams in the middle of the pack in the West. Memphis beat Charlotte. Clippers playing San Antonio right now. How's it all going to shake out? Season ends Sunday. Play-in weeks next week. Warriors rocking and rolling in Phoenix before they head home tomorrow.
Cole's mom, tucked in or out?
In for the wedding photos, out for the dance floor.
Yeah.
No, like you're dancing, just like a person.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's
Hey, honey, I'm dancing.
Don't.
Okay.
And that's how you goals.
I'm the richest guy in the world. I have time to give.
I have people I can count on.
And a million stories to share.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Cricket, we're all about honesty. What you see is what you get. Nothing to hide.
Okay, my turn. These are hair plugs. I used to be bald. Phew. Feels good to get that off my chest, which was always hairy. Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
Challenges are our greatest opportunities. When we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever dreamt of. The all-new Passport Trail Sport. Built from limitless determination. Feel good?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Woo!
And that is a sandwich.
I'm competing with a condiment.
Before Pediasure, I was concerned he was behind in growth. His pediatrician had us try Pediasure. It's clinically proven to help kids grow and has 7 nutrients for immune support. Now his confidence has grown too. Nutrition for
Not
growth and
nipples or
immune
triples
support.
time.
This combo meal's got combinations. Make this thing your own creation. Entree, drink, and choice of size. Oh, and it's free to swap fries. BK, have it your way.
Couple of good ones tomorrow. Lakers, Mavs, Nuggets, Kings on ESPN. A lot of news surrounding the Nuggets. Thursday, we've got Cavs and Pacers, and then the Wolves and the Grizzlies in our nightcap. Go to NBA.com or the NBA app. And we had an overtime thriller in the first game of our doubleheader today. So Kevin Harlan, Reggie Miller, and Ali LaForce win the match.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Boston beat the Knicks, and it has been all Warriors tonight. The largest margin of defeat for Phoenix this year, 39 points. And that was just the other day against Houston. Houston scored 148 in that game, as Monte Morris laid in.
2 minutes remaining in the period. 2 minutes.
3 games to go. And it all culminates on Sunday, and then we'll be back on the air Tuesday for the play-in after our doubleheader Thursday as Rowe drops a three-pointer. In case you're wondering, the franchise record for largest margin of defeat for the Suns is 48. As if Suns fans wanted to hear that.
I was thinking the same thing there, BA.
I gotta you brought this up during the break, but we've been kind of paying attention to the crowd here. And up until that last time out, this place remained packed.
I was shocked.
And loud.
And supportive. I mean,
no booze.
I always tell the story when I first came in the league to give you an appreciation for the New York Knicks and their fan base. My first game is to get a hard foul there against Knox. It was a preseason game. We're playing the Mavericks. Both teams go up and down the court 3 times and no score. And they all started booing. And I was, as a rookie, I'd never really heard your own fans boo you. And it was shocking. So to go from that to where you're down 40, and your fans are just here having a good time.
You know who's hanging in here?
Yeah. Kay and Pop's having a good time.
So Kay told me her dad's name's Chester.
Chester. That's impressive.
And he loves the NBA, and it's his birthday today.
So that's the English pronunciation. What's the holiday?
No idea. No idea.
Oh.
I mean, I wish you'd asked me that earlier. We had time.
I'm gonna hit it on
Brock.
I'm gonna hit it on Brock and going back in a minute.
Isn't Shaq the one with all the translating apps on his phone?
Yeah.
Lefko, Candace, Shaq, and Vince Carter
Now
anxiously
to the
awaiting
final 50 seconds.
in our Atlanta studio. As soon as we're done here, 50 seconds.
Basic Lovely shooting 2.
TNT postgame show presented by Kia. A lot to talk about. Man, what a news day in the NBA. A league that is full of drama. Even when you get to the finish line with the Nuggets making a coaching change.
So they say, Brock said there is no direct translation in Polish for Chester.
Is that right?
I'm shocked by that.
Well, thanks for that, Greg.
No, don't thank me, thank Brock. Or ChatGPT, whatever. I got them all. Whatever one you need.
Troy Lavella got ejected.
GA's playing hurt tonight. He blew his Achilles. He's got the boot on.
Oh, man.
No problem. That's what you get.
Man.
That's what you get for still trying to be a hooper at your age.
Golf game. Man, my club's at home right now in the garage.
Left in dust.
Giving me the sad face. They don't think I love them anymore.
Oh, 1 133-95. Bring this one to a finish.
Oh, boy.
One last shot for the Warriors.
It's like my first girlfriend in high school.
Oh, really? Woo.
Man, we could just leave it at that.
He made it this whole way. So that's a final 133.
That's it.
95.
That's it for the year.
38-point victory for the Warriors, and a big one at that. Remember, they were in the play-in grouping when this game started. They jump up to the number 5 spot. That Minnesota loss.
That's it.
Milwaukee. The Clippers are still playing the Spurs right now. So the Golden State Warriors with 3 games to play, trying to fight their way as high as they can. And top 4 spots, at least the 4th spot, not out of the question either. They got a chance to get home court. Wouldn't that be a story?
A lot to be determined still for the next 3 games.
Stephen Curry, in his time on the floor, was brilliant. 25 points in 26 minutes. And give the Warriors credit, taking on an
Here's Steph Curry.
Phoenix Suns team without Kevin Durant, and they came out here and established themselves right away.
The season's over.
Came out with serious force. I saw Stephen with Lauren Jabara. He's paused that for a moment.
There's still 2 games left, but that's it for the streaming season, and that is. I don't think we're like lit. I think there's like a like I remember there was like a when the Lions were down 0-10, there was like a million. There was like a list of like 100 things that literally had to happen for them to make it. I think we're in that case, but.
You said it's cliche, but you have to just take care of one game at a time. How were you able to come out tonight and assert that dominance early in the first and second quarter?
We were just very focused, had a lot of energy, understood the game plan. You know, Bullets were playing at a high level even in the midst of their struggles. But just trying to make their whole team work. Defensively for us, if we can make our presence felt early, good things usually happen, and that's how we won tonight.
Yeah, you guys are pushing him to late in the shot clock in terms of the defensive side. I know that starts with Draymond Green. He does everything defensively. What does he mean to this team, and what can't he do on the defensive side?
His resume is stacked. It should be hopefully even more stacked. After this year, he just is our quarterback back there. He always is one step ahead. He communicates so well. He's so versatile. And no matter who he's guarding, whether guys he has given up size or weight or whatever it is, he figures out a way. So we love having him locked in, engaged, and doing what he's doing.
I know the last 2 months have to be fun having Jimmy Butler on this team. You guys are 22-6 now since the trade deadline, since Jimmy has gotten here. How has he helped to galvanize this team and bring back that belief? Now you guys are 3 games away from the playoffs.
Just another guy that just brings presence. Like, you have to watch the game to understand what he does. Like, I know he's had his moments and you know, carrying teams to the finals and all that, but a game like tonight, the stat sheet won't say what he means. It's just his presence, his ability to control the tempo offensively, be another Swiss Army knife in defensive end, and he's made everybody else's job a little bit easier. So we got to be able to carry that influence. Just keep playing at a high level.
Steph, it's been fun to watch. Congrats on the win. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Guys.
Stephen Curry goes for 25. Thank you, Lauren, and thanks to the chef for spending a little time with us.
Nice job, Steph. He did put on a hell of a performance tonight.
They are rolling, and they will be formidable come playoff time. 3 games to go. We're back on the air Thursday with a doubleheader.
All right. Well,
TNT postgame show presented by Kia.
Suns lose 133-95 in this game, and the final stream of the season. See y'all in October. Do we even know when opening night is?
Eastern Conference Finals.
In case you didn't know, these young men are driven, quite remarkable, magnificent, and unmistakable. These are the
we don't even know when opening night is, but it'll be October.
And they are not asking for you to pass the baton.
Towards the end of October will be when the Suns are back. I mean, like I said, there's still 2 more games, but that's it for me on the streaming side for this year. But yeah.
Please be good. Please be good.
Unless I quit my
At
job
AT&T, we confidently guarantee our deals.
Without further ado, I give
tomorrow. Wait, no, even then, no.
Because
It was on Friday, so
isn't always guaranteed.
It's a mini mellow.
I'm not quitting my job. Because I quit my job, watch the game.
The deals you want with your choice of our most popular plans, like the new Samsung Galaxy S25.
We will miss you, Phoenix Suns. Damn right, Jaden. Damn right. But we'll see them in October. And I probably still will be doing a few playoff streams at some point. No, that's not what I meant by Jaden.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99.
They're still gonna be a team. That's not what we meant.
With grilled chicken and green goddess dressing.
It's not. It's always next year, Jaden. It's actually not gonna be disbanded.
TaxAct wants to remind you taxes are due soon. But hey,
The team is still actually a thing. It's just
until next
the
year.
season.
And every
It's
year after
over.
that for the rest of your life. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
You know. Fuck this. I love this team, man, but I also hate this team. Alright, see y'all next